All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Onebar. Vikings making a handful of roster moves, which include a brand new Minnesota Viking down in that corner. We're going to talk about all the moves. Before we do that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the videos here every damn day, talking Vikings multiple times. Let's get to 13,000 subs. If you're watching, hit that sub button. I want to see that sub count go bing, 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 bing. All right, let's start off with the bad news. Ivan Pace going to IR. I guess I'm not overly surprised based off the comments, based off the type of injury. It didn't sound overly great. Players after the game basically saying, man, I hope he's ready for the playoffs. And that kind of sounds like where we're probably at with Pace. Hopefully he's back for the playoffs. Hopefully this is as short term as possible, but a groin injury for a missile of a linebacker is never good. So Kamir Hill, probably see some of him. Maybe the guy we just recently signed, who I'm going to talk about. But before we get into him, another move, the Vikings actually brought Gabe Murphy up to the active roster. So Gabe Murphy moving on up, coming off the IR officially. He is a Minnesota Viking. My big question for him is, where are the snaps going to come? Is he going to be active? Will there be snaps? Like, we can't even get Dallas Turner on the field. And don't get me wrong, Gabe Murphy, I can't wait to see what he brings in the future. I just don't know what he brings as of right now. I'll be a little honest with you. If for some reason he's getting snaps and Dallas Turner isn't, or getting the same amount, I'm not going to jump to conclusions here, but like, that's something I'm going to keep an eye on. If Murphy's actually out there getting snaps and we can't even get Turner snaps, I'll be confused. I'll go with confused. So we'll see there, but it is fantastic that he is on the roster. So let's go to the brand new Minnesota Viking. That is former first round selection in 2021, 19th overall pick by Washington, Jamin Davis. Jamin Davis out of Kentucky. And I remember this dude. Fantastic. Coming out of Kentucky, fast linebacker, good size, playmaker, not a ton of experience. It was one of those guys that was probably overdrafted, but just based off of what he could potentially do at pick 19, Washington said, we got to have him. And unfortunately for Washington, it just did not pan out. Looking at his stats overall, 36 career starts. He's got 7 career sacks, 282 tackles, blah, blah, blah. Basically, he did not pan out. He was released, spent some time with the Packers practice squad. But here's the thing. This guy completely the mold of a Kwesi signing. He's still only 25 years old. A former first-round pick with plenty of intrigue around him. The thing with Washington is they tried to move him around. They tried to put him at edge. It wasn't working. I mean, they were just trying to find somewhere for him to fit, and it just wasn't working anywhere. So he still has all the tools. The type of signing like this is, I'm not going to get my panties in a bunch and be like, oh, man, why'd they sign this guy? Or this guy's a bust, whatever. He's going to be the bottom of the depth chart, my assumption. They're going to get a good look at him. Maybe they bring him back next year. Like, he's not all of a sudden going to be out there playing 50 snaps a game. And if he is, maybe he'll be fantastic. But I love bringing in former first rounders, especially edge rusher, middle linebacker guy that can play multiple spots. Why the hell not? Why the hell not round out your depth chart with guys like this? And Kwesi does it all the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But Jamin Davis coming into a defense that could kind of use some bodies right now, I'm all for. So Davis, brand new Minnesota Viking. Murphy on the official roster. Ivan Pace to IR. So Vikings making a ton of moves. We'll just have to keep on looking, see if that Daniel Jones news comes in. I know everybody's very excited about that. Let me know, comments, hit that sub, hit that like.